All right, here we go. This is the second attempt of the night and second attempt ever at an all wheels of cheese speed run. I have the entire run written down in my notes because there's just no way at this point I'm going to remember the location of all 78 wheels of cheese in this game. As far as I know, that's how many there are, is 78. So as per speedrun.com rules, I'm on the main menu, running version 2.3.5. I'm going to load a save that I made at the tutorial level. And then I will also verify, this category doesn't exist yet. So I'm kind of just winging this, but I am going to verify before I take off that I have 0 wheels of cheese in my inventory. So with that being said, let's get this started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So there's 3 wheels of cheese in the tutorial level. I got to get through a couple rooms before I get to the first one.
Congratulations.
So the time to beat is 1 hour, 6 minutes, 13 seconds. I do believe that sub-hour is possible. I don't know if I'm going to get sub-hour on this one, but I'm hoping for at least an improvement. Fun little glitch. The first wheel of cheese we are going to get in this game is right here in this room. So I think I took 1 or maybe 2 deaths in the tutorial in my last run, so hopefully we'll see an improvement in that regard. Second wheel of cheese is right here by this board.
Meat boot.
That's right, ass meat boot. We're going to get our first ranged weapon of the game, Twinkle, which has the destructive force of a slight cough. Oh, and I triggered the cutscene with the weapon wheel open. That's going to slow this down a lot. Oh, well. Alright, and the third wheel of cheese in the tutorial is right there. I want to have roughly 250 experience by the time I leave the tutorial, because by the time I beat the first boss, I will be leveled up to level 2. And I will put that point in my into my agility, which gives me 5% extra movement speed. I'm not getting the bunny headband. I don't want to rely on the RNG for it. So you can see another wheel of cheese right here. I'm going to beat the boss first and then get that wheel of cheese. And there's our level up.
This Miss, she asked who are here. Wow.
Grab that wheel of cheese right there. So there's 6 wheels of cheese in Stonedale.
Direct.
There's another one. I believe that's 2 here in Stonedale. Number 3 for Stonedale is going to be over here by this house. Now, there's 2 more in Stonedale, or actually, there's 3 more in Stonedale. Yeah, because I got 3 so far. Oh, I need this cat. There's 1 here on the blacksmith's awning, but I have to put the cat down to get it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to drop the cat off there in the cappuccino machine. Run up here and grab this wheel of cheese. That's wheel of cheese number 4 for Stonedale.
Oh.
Now, there's 2 wheels of cheese in the inn. 1 I'm going to get now. 1 I will get later. First one being right there in the kitchen.
Our hero browsed.
I always press the bottom. The dialogue option here doesn't matter. I always press the bottom because then that puts my cursor in the right spot to just mash through that dialogue. So I still have 2 wheels of cheese out here in Stonedale to get. 1 I will get on the way to the blacksmith, which is right there. If you press buy all at the blacksmith, it actually takes out a dialogue option because he asks you if you want anything else. So if you just press buy all, you don't have the extra dialogue to skip through. And our last wheel of cheese in Stonedale is right there. Grab our map and we move on. So that puts me at 10 wheels of cheese. I will check my inventory and verify that here in just a second. I like to double check and throughout the run to make sure I don't miss any. One day I'll be confident enough to not have to do that. Today is not that day though. So normally in the speedruns, we go right to the jetpack, and we get the jetpack by cheating, which is what, according to the achievements, it's by cheating. But you can get the jetpack without going through the sewer quest and all that. I have to go into the sewers anyway for 3 wheels of cheese, but also I need access to the damp skeleton cave, which you cannot get access to unless you do the sewers quest and then go speak to Goddess Kling and get the quest to go to the damp skeleton cave. So there is a wheel of cheese right here. And now we're into the sewers. There's 2 wheels of cheese in the sewers.
Oh, a sewer. How original. Let's rip this band-aid off quickly and get it over with, I guess.
We're just going to let these guys keep on dancing and just grab our cheese and go. We're going to run over here to the lever so we can go to the boss area where Penny Dumb is. Except we're not going to fight Penny Dumb. Because as soon as you grab the Ticketotron 3000, you can just leave.
Does this...
And then our second wheel of cheese in the sewers is right there. And now we can leave the sewers. There's another wheel of cheese right there. So now we're going to go talk to Richard, give him his Ticketotron 3000 back. And in order to get the quest to go to Goddess Cling, we have to take a ride on the teleporter and go down here and trigger this little cutscene. At this point, we will get fast traveled back to the Jolly Barrel Inn, where Melisande tells us to go talk to Goddess Cling.
Findings.
And I am at 14 wheels of cheese, which is exactly where I should be at this point in time.
Our hero. I really didn't. The Melisande asked.
I think I forgot to grab the top hat again. I was going to grab the top hat from Kenny No-Balls there, but I'm pretty sure I forgot to grab it again. The top hat does an additional 15% damage, which comes in handy for not the last boss fight, but the boss fight, Big Daddy Groot and the Trial of Strength. So there's going to be one wheel of cheese that I get on the way to the jetpack. And that wheel of cheese is right here. Now, you got to be careful with this one, because if you hang out in this X mark too long, you'll get crushed by a piano. We do have to go in through the mysterious door to the dark and spooky forest, but I'm going to do that later when I have the jetpack. It'll be a lot faster to get the wheels of cheese I need then.
Watch out!
So at this point,
our hero reached the.
Who are you, stranger? What a ridiculous. No. Who are you? What a ridiculous. Is that so? Your flattery is.
So now that I have the quest to go to the Damp Skeleton Cave, I can actually just go up here and get the jetpack. And it, if you get the jetpack before you get the quest to go get the big can of grease, you cannot get into the Damp Skeleton Cave.
Goddess Cling asked how she. Alright. Wow.
So we got the jetpack. Now it's on to the ancient ruins of Stubbed Toes, where we will get 2 more wheels of cheese. And, yep, I am at the correct amount. I have 15 right now. That's good. The first wheel of cheese in the ancient ruins of Stubbed Toes is really hard to find. It's right here next to the portal where we come in. I'm going to grab this fire barrel. Just, well, I lit the fire barrel, so never mind. My plan did not work. So now I'm going to have to try to get my double roll underneath these bars, which I've had pretty good luck with. Now, this one we can just press through the wall. Our last wheel of cheese in this dungeon's right there in that corner over here by the boss key.
Looks like.
These switches have to be done in this order to disable the force field to destroy the orb. And we will use the jetpack to take out the orb.
That one was a piece of cake. Good job, our hero.
So now I am at 17 wheels of cheese. I got 2 to get on the way to the next dungeon, which is this way. It's another falling piano death trap, but we need this wheel of cheese. And the next wheel of cheese is right up here on the way to the mount, which we can also get without paying for. Just run up to it, press F1 on your keyboard to make a quick save, F2 to make a quick reload. And grab the mount. And then make a quick save with F1 and a quick reload with F2. And we are onward with our mount. That'll definitely help us make up a little bit of travel time. If we can avoid the trees. The ancient ruins of Dirty Feet. First wheel of cheese is right here. The second wheel of cheese is right there.
Excellent. The Guardian shield has been weakened. Good job.
And just like that, we're out of here. And that puts me at 21. So there's one on the way here to the Trial of Wisdom. This will be number 5 out in the open here in Wildwood. Of course, I fly right into the tree. So that puts me at 22 cheeses. There are 5 wheels of cheese here in the Trial of Wisdom. The first one being all the way back in the back corner here. We're going to solve this puzzle because we need to be able to get through the bars. That these are blocking. Our next wheel of cheese straight down this way. And now, instead of going all the way through here to get the lever and using the teleporter to get all the way back, we're going to go out of bounds and then back in bounds before the boss to get our last 3 wheels of cheese. Oh, I got to go through the rocks first. I'm a room early. Yeah, that would be pretty funny from an NPC standpoint. It'd probably be a lot like that guy who stole my golf ball the one day we went golfing. Dude just rolls in, does a 180 on his golf cart, takes my golf ball, and takes off. Yeah, it was kind of probably like that. Alright, so there's 3 wheels of cheese. I'm going to go to the furthest one, grab that one first, and then get the other 2 on the way back. So this is cheese wheel number 3. This is cheese wheel number 4. And through this secret area is cheese wheel number 5. Now, there is a very well done cheese wheel guide on Steam. The only critique that I have with it is it's missing that wheel of cheese. But now we're going to go fight Big Boy. He's a pretty simple boss once you figure out the technique and the pattern that goes with it. We're going to use Twinkle, which only does 1 damage each time you use it. But those 3 little points there in his mouth, we got to do 1 damage to those. I don't know why I can't hit. There we go. I'm having trouble hitting him today. Alright, so I'm at 27 wheels of cheese. Need to update my counter on live split. So we're just going to fly around with the jetpack and kill some of these spawns off with the exhaust flame of our jetpack. Once Big Boy here opens his mouth one more time, that'll be the end of this boss fight. And Big Boy is down.
Protects well.
And we got the umbrella hat, the first piece of the legendary villain beating artifact. Here the Immortal's going to start sweating because things are happening and he doesn't like it. So now I have to get a wheel of cheese from the lakeside farm, which is right down here by the lake. The really nice thing about the mount, when you're not caught up on trees with it, is you can go over water without getting eaten by a shark. So that's really convenient. And now the Ancient Ruins of Empty Echoes is only open during the daytime. So I'm going to quick save with F1 and reload with F2. That will advance time in the game, allowing me to get into this dungeon. Like so. There's 3 wheels of cheese in this dungeon. The first being here. The second being here. And the third being over here. Right there. Oh, damn it. And I didn't make it through the trap. That's death number 1. But I should be at 31 wheels of cheese, which I am. There's death number 2, because he didn't jump. just get rid of that orb real quick.
That one was a piece of cake. Good job, our hero.
So that puts me at 31 wheels of cheese. Now it's on to the Cave of Imperfect Walls, which is directly to Imperfectly Designed Walls, which is directly to my south. And there is no additional wheels of cheese I have to get on the way there. So I have it labeled incorrectly on LiveSplit. It's the Cave of Imperfectly Designed Walls, not the Cave of Imperfect Walls. But here we go. And there's 2 in this dungeon. And this is a dungeon I don't really care for. But cheese number 1 is right here. The Ancient Ruins of Empty Echoes is an extremely difficult dungeon to get through without a death. I'm going to make a quick save here just in case things don't go well. I'm going to grab this fire barrel for the bars at the top of the stairs. I don't have to worry about getting the double roll, because I can just go up here, get that, and get my second wheel of cheese. That puts me at 33 wheels of cheese. Now it's on to the Ancient Ruins of Leaky Roof, which is directly to our north. Or directly to our south, rather. Yeah, I would have liked to do the sewers after this, was the original way I was routing it. But then when I discovered the whole deal with the damp skeleton cave and all that, the sewers just have to be done first, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we got 2 wheels of cheese in this dungeon. First one being right here. The second being here. And now we can just go right out of bounds and head onto the orb. We're going to recycle our power attack by reselecting the weapon. We can just use the power attack over and over again.
Excellent. The Guardian shield has been weakened.
My splits in my last run were kind of messy, so I don't know how accurate that time loss really is. But either way, we're making really good pace. So now it's on to, let's see, cheese wheel number 7 of 12 here in Wildwood, which is right here, and another piano squashing X marks the spot. And now we go on to the Cave of Stuffed Pantries, where we've got 2 more cheeses to get in here. You would think the Cave of Stuffed Pantries would include more wheels of cheese than just 2. First one is right here. The second one is right here.
interrupted the Grumpy Crammer's yearly knitting convention. Get ready to face their wrath.
Now we move on to the ancient ruins of Moist Overhangs, which has 1 wheel of cheese. And unfortunately, in the rain, we cannot use the hovercraft mount. This wheel of cheese is right there. That is the only wheel of cheese in this dungeon.
Good job, our hero. The Guardian shield has been weakened.
So now we move on to the Trial of Courage, where there's also only 1 wheel of cheese. Which is this way. The Trial of Courage is by far the easiest of the 3 trials in this game, and it's also the only one where we can skip the boss fight, which is neat. So, the one and only cheese here in the Trial of Courage is right over here on this table. So now we're going to go out of bounds. And get the boss key chest from under the floor. And unfortunately, I did this with the weapon wheel open, so this whole cutscene is going to be a little bit slower, as the weapon wheel slows time down.
Looks like any.
But we got through that, and now we're on to the boss door. So now we got a rough boss fight to get through by skipping it all together and just going right up here and out and straight over to the portal for the second piece of the legendary villain beating artifact, the shield. And I've got 40 wheels of cheese now. So we are actually just past the halfway point on wheels of cheese. There's 78 total that I know of. I'm yet to get actual 100% confirmation on that, but I'm pretty confident that that's the case. The Immortal muttered. Alright, so now we're going to take the outhouse up here by the ancient ruins of Moldy Ceiling. Or, it was, Moist Overhangs, actually. We're going to travel back to the Jolly Barrel Inn because that puts us closer to the ruins of Moldy Ceiling. And in the process, we will get the last wheel of cheese in the inn, which is right up here in this room. All right, we've got 6 wheels of cheese in this one dungeon. So let's count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will add those to my counter here momentarily.
That
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That puts me at 47 wheels of cheese. Now it's on to the dark and spooky forest. But first, I've got to get 3 wheels of cheese out here in Wildwood. First one is going to be around this little campfire right here. The next one is going to be in this orc camp right over here. The next one right over here on top of these ruins. And now we will head into the dark and spooky forest for the 2 wheels of cheese in there. And I am at 50, which is right where I should be. So now for the dark and spooky forest, we have to agree and take Little Red Riding Hood's quest. We get the flamethrower. Now the reason I didn't get this earlier is because the jetpack comes in very handy for this quest. For these wheels of cheese, there's a wheel of cheese inside Grandma's house, which in order to get into Grandma's house, you have to do the whole quest, but we can grab the wheel of cheese from outside the house. The next wheel of cheese is going to be over here in the graveyard, right about there. So now we just head back to the entrance where we came into the dark and spooky forest. And we just don't help Little Red Riding Hood. Sorry. We got your flamethrower. We got the wheels of cheese we came for. We're out. And now we head over to the Damp Skeleton Cave finally. You're supposed to do this before you get the jetpack. But once you accept the quest from Goddess Kling to go there, you can go in at any time. If you get the jetpack before accepting the quest from Goddess Kling, then you can't get in to the Damp Skeleton Cave. This run is going much, much smoother. That other one was just a warm-up. Let's count them off. There's 3 in here, so that's 1. Again, we're not supposed to have the jetpack yet, so that makes this this dungeon quite easy. There's 2. And there's 3. That puts us at a total of 55. Now we can leave. And what's neat is this wall right up here has no collision. So we can just go right out there and check out the Speedrunner's Delight. The developers actually put in an out-of-bounds route called Speedrunner's Delight into this dungeon, which goes directly to the boss room. But I don't need the big can of grease because I already have the jetpack, so I don't need to fight the boss to get the big can of grease. So it's just a lot faster for us to go right out the entrance and move on to the Ancient Ruins of Vitamin D edition. And we've got 2 in here. One is right there. The other one is right there. So there's both of those. 1, 2.
One more destroyed. Good job, our hero.
All right, so now I've got one that is right over here in this camp. And now we head over to the Cave of Inadequate Opportunities, which is to my right. I believe this is the one that's guarded by one of the statues, so we're going to have to take the statue out with our shield by blocking his shot and repelling it back to him. Like so. And in the Cave of Inadequate Opportunities, we've got 4 wheels of cheese. Let's count them off. 1. 2. 3. Oof. Well, I got hit by a trap. So that's death number 3. I've got 61 cheeses. 1, 2, 3. And the last cheese is here. That puts us at a total of 62 wheels of cheese. And we're just not going to worry about that boss fight either. We're just going to get out of here.
And he looks really pissed.
Now we got the Ancient Ruins of Chilly Winds, which is right over here. We've got 3 in here. So let's count these ones off. There's 1.
Looks like
There's 2. third one I will get on my way back. I gotta switch back to Twinkle. Now, I'm going to make a quick save and reload it because then the boss won't try to kill me because I'm out of his range. And then I'm going to roll into this force field from a close range so I don't take any damage from it. Re-equip my hammer after every use so I can recycle my power attack. And then we're going to leave through the way we came in.
There's no match for you, our hero.
I've got 64 wheels of cheese. The last one is... right there. That puts us up to 65. In order to get through this dungeon the way you're supposed to, you got to go through like these sewer pipes and turn on the, turn different valves and all that stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's faster to actually backtrack all the way through the dungeon. So now we're at, 65 wheels of cheese. So on the way to the ruins of misplaced belongings, I've got cheese 12 of 12 here in Wildwood. It's right down there where this little puzzle thing is. Ancient ruins of misplaced belongings. I've got 2 more wheels of cheese. So let's count them off. There's one. There's 2. We're not even going to worry about this boss. We're just going to take out the orb and move on.
Destroyed.
So now we got to head over to the Cave of Peekaboo where there's 6 wheels of cheese. I'm going to see if I can dodge this statue thing altogether, if I just go up high enough. I think I can. Beautiful. All right. 6 in here. Let's count them off. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. have to wait for my dash attack to build back up. I mistimed my roll. There we go. Got it that time. And cheese wheel number 6 in the Cave of Peekaboo is right over here. If you go through that secret area over there, you can play yourself some Flappy Night 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That puts me to 74 wheels of cheese. We'll verify that number right now. There we go. We got 1 wheel of cheese here in the Trial of Strength. And that one is right there. I'm going to get my flamethrower re-equipped, because that does come in handy for this fight. The fact that I got one of these bomb guys in the first round of spawns is awesome. As far as I know, bombs are the quickest way to beat Big Daddy Groot. And Big Daddy Groot is down just like that. That went way smoother than last time. That was probably one of the smoother Big Daddy Groot fights I've had in a long time. No, I forgot to do it. Since I have to manually split this whole thing, I was more worried about my cheese counter and making sure I counted all 6 of them, and forgot to actually split at the Cave of Peekaboo. But I can skip this cutscene right here by pressing F1 and F2. The quest will not advance. But the bouncer before the not-so-secret portal only checks to make sure you have the cape, which I do. Trying to keep a cheese count while also manually splitting that many times is easier said than done. Alright, but now we're into the Cave of Poor Intrusion Prevention, which there's 2 in this dungeon. One being right there. think I took a death last time in there, too. But I still have my 76th wheel of cheese. The next one is right there. And that is 77 wheels of cheese. Now we head up to the not-so-secret portal. Just make sure, yep, 77 wheels of cheese.
A big and scary...
There aren't any wheels of cheese in the not-so-secret portal. I've only got one left, and it's in the room where you get the legendary villain-beating artifact, the final piece. This room just gets so violent. Hey, what's up, man?
Looks like...
And we are on our way to get the legendary villain-beating artifact. We're going to glitch right out of this wall here. And we're going to go all the way up through this hole in the ceiling for our 78th and final wheel of cheese. And then through the portal. Oops. Now we just have to beat the dragon, and that's time. So to beat the dragon, we grab these Easter eggs. We go over here to the Wyvern Zapper 2000 and load 2 of them in until it charges up to 100%. And then we hit her with the legendary villain-beating artifact. We do this one more time, and that is game. Once she flies back up, we can activate the Wyvern Zapper. I've tried hitting her when she's down low like that, and it just doesn't work well for me. And that is time. 59-11. Second attempt at all wheels of cheese. 4 deaths. 78 wheels of cheese. And sub-hour. Beating my last attempt at this run by 7 minutes. Like I said, that last one was just a warm-up. So there's the second ever all wheels of cheese speedrun. World's second, because the previous one was world's first. I'm going to upload both of them, just because the first, is historic. But one thing I will do is verify that I do have 78 wheels of cheese right there in my inventory. As far as I know, as of this date, June 27th, 2024, there are a total of 78 wheels of cheese in this game, and I got all 78 of them in one playthrough in under 1 hour. So there we go. I'm happy with that. I'm glad I was talked into doing this again, because I did only plan on doing this one time. Don't know how many times I'm gonna grind this out, to be honest with you, but there it is. And with it being 2 o'clock in the morning, that's gonna be it. But as for YouTube, right up there will be a subscribe button and a playlist for all of my Sir Whoopass speedruns, including my Sir Whoopass casual playthrough. If you haven't played this game on a casual playthrough, shame on you. You need to do that. And then because it's only $17 full price, man. I mean, I've paid more for games that I've enjoyed less than this. So just do yourself a favor. Go out and get Sir Whoopass. It's a fantastic game. And I will see you next time. Stay suave.